Next week on Friday Night SmackDown, LA Knight is set to defend his United States title against Santos Escobar. And I think most fans, including myself, have LA Knight winning this match, which that kind of leaves his title run directionless after this feud. So in today's video, I want to give you 5 personal feuds that I think could realistically happen for LA Knight. And as always, if you guys enjoy WWE and wrestling content, consider subscribing to this channel because we're always posting daily wrestling content. And it would really help me out as I'm on the quest to 100 subscribers and it costs you nothing to subscribe to this channel. And now that we have that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. The first feud that I have for LA is against Montez Ford. Now I've been very vocal on this channel. I want to see a Montez Ford singles push so bad. Now are they going to break him away from the tag team scene? Probably not, but a man can dream, can't he? But when you look at the roster of Friday Night SmackDown and just how top heavy it is, now is the time to give a guy like Montez Ford a proper heel turn and a proper feud against a champion like LA Knight. And we know what Montez Ford can do in the ring. He could wrestle with a broomstick, for God's sake. And I'm not saying that LA Knight's a broomstick because he's not. He's a great wrestler. But Montez Ford will put on a banger with whoever he's in the ring with, and that's not going to change with LA Knight. And if you add that with LA's promo skills, the build up to this match would be amazing, and the in-ring work would also be amazing. So it's all just a matter of if they're willing to let Montez Ford have a singles push. But seeing as him and the Street Profits just won the #1 contenders match, I highly doubt that. The next superstar I'd like to talk about is Grayson Waller. I mean, for the last year, Waller has been putting on amazing match after amazing match, and I don't know about you guys, but I love when we get a Grayson Waller segment. Anytime that he has mic time, I'm interested. I'm at the edge of my seat seeing what's going to happen next. So I think if you add that with a guy like LA, we would honestly have an amazing feud that we've never seen before. And I think it's time to reward a guy like Grayson Waller. He's been putting in a lot of work, and he hasn't necessarily ever seen a singles title push ever. And especially since I think his tag team teammate Austin Theory is going to have a babyface turn soon, it's going to leave Grayson Waller almost directionless. So what better way to get his storyline going than to throw him in there with a guy like LA? To move on from that, the next person I'm going to talk about needs to happen super soon, and that's Carmelo Hayes. And whenever this feud inevitably happens, we need to seriously consider putting this title on Melo. Because when you look around the WWE, all of our top superstars are aging, whether it's CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns. All of these guys are aging, so we need to start to develop our new talent. Kind of similar to what we're doing with Braun Breaker, we need to do the same exact strategy with Carmelo Hayes. And if they're not ready to put the US title on him, at least make him look strong in this feud. Do not have him go in there and immediately lose to LA. Maybe have him win in a way where he doesn't get the title, like a count out. Have him win in a way like that so it kind of builds up his character while also keeping the belt on LA. And we know what type of matches Melo can put on. He doesn't miss. So just like everybody else that's been on this list, if you add his in-ring talent with LA's mic skills, you're just going to get a banger of a feud. And I think that that's the formula that they need to be taking with this LA Knight Championship run. Just put him up against a good in-ring worker and you're going to get great matches. Next up on this list is somebody that I don't necessarily getting the chance to do this because he's kind of frying bigger fish right now, but that's Bronson Reed. And currently, he's feuding with guys in the main event scene. But I mean, I think that this is just a trial area for him. They're just kind of trying things to see what catches on. So if down the line they want to give him a feud with LA, I honestly wouldn't be surprised. And I know at last year's Elimination Chamber card, he was set to have a match with Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title. But due to family issues with Reed and Seth Rollins being injured, this match had to be canceled. So as a way to kind of make up for this, I could see them wanting to give him another title feud. Now I could also see this being with the guy like Braun Breaker, Gunther, or even LA Knight. It's honestly up to them whichever title they'd like to see him go after. And I know that often I have guys switching between brands to take these titles, but I mean, we're in long form booking Triple H era, you know? We can see these guys move brands in 2 months, 3 months, you know? Trades happen and nothing is set in stone in the WWE. So I just wanted to make that clear. That way I'm not confusing you of why I always have guys from Raw taking SmackDown titles and SmackDown guys taking Raw titles. Because similar to like what we're seeing with Randy Orton right now, guys can come over to another brand, compete for a title, and once they lose, they can go right back to their respective brand. And the last guy that I'm going to bring up is Andrade. And this feud needs to happen because since he's came over from AEW, he has almost done nothing. Of course, they put the Speed title on him, but I mean, the casual fan, we don't really care about that. I think that's more of just a way to get social media clicks for the lesser fans that don't tune in on a week-to-week basis. And if I'm the WWE, I'm wanting to give Andrade feuds just for the simple fact that He came over from AEW. Why would we want to not give this guy matches? Because that's just telling other free agents, you know, you can come over here, but we won't necessarily book you better than any other promotion. So if they want to seriously look out to sign other free agents, they need to be booking the current guys that they're bringing in a lot better than they are. Take it like Jade Cargill and Cody Rhodes and Ethan Page. Once they came in, they immediately got rolling with storylines that we were interested in. And we just haven't unfortunately seen that with Andrade, and I think that needs to change really soon. Especially because he's a great worker, man. I mean, sometimes his promos don't connect with me, but there's never been an Andrade match where I wasn't satisfied in. So we need to be rewarding him with a title shot, and I could see that happening really soon. And those are my 5 predictions on feuds that should happen with LA Knight. Let me know what you guys think and who you would book against him in the near future. And to say it again, if you aren't already, you should contemplate subscribing to this channel because I'm posting a ton of WWE content. And that's it for today. So thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one.